Good afternoon, friends. Or should I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is that you're watching this, if you're watching the replay. I am considering hiring a coach, and I wanted to talk a little bit about my experience hiring coaches because, I think that it's really good to review what was good, what happened, what could have been better, what could have been done differently. And I think that's a good thing to do after all experiences. I've done that for my previous coaching experiences, but I wanted to share it with you. So basically I started working with a coach, a high-end coach in the early teens, and it was mostly a great experience. She really helped. She was a master of NLP. I think I've shared about this before. I've written some posts about it before. And the thing was, it was good that I got a coach that was operating at the level that I needed to operate at. And that's what's on my mind as I'm considering hiring a new coach. Because if you don't reach up high enough, then it's like you don't get to up level. You don't get to increase or expand. So, I could probably find someone cheaper, but would they be so impactful? Maybe. I tried to go that route with a counselor recently. I got counseling toward the end of last year, in the second half of last year, because of all the problems I was having with my relationship. Of course, you've heard me talking about that. And it was helpful, but I went the cheapest route I could go. I found someone that was still getting her training hours, and so it was only like $50 an hour. And I wonder if I would have gotten better results if I had gone to someone who was more expensive and had more experience. And so now I have insurance kicking in, just kicked in yesterday. I'm going to see what's available in that arena if I feel so inclined. Right now, I feel like I'm doing so much work on myself that I don't even want to add another thing to the mix. But anyways, so I worked with this coach, and it was like no problem to be paying her the amount of money I was paying her, because I was increasing my income. And so I like more than made up for it with what she was teaching me and what I was learning. The problem is, so I've always tried to translate this over to the sex coaching, and I think that's part of the issue. Is no one can draw, well, maybe they can draw a correlation between being more fulfilled sexually and making more money. I can definitely draw it toward being more satisfied, having more integrity in your life, having more pleasure, having more joy, feeling fulfilled, all of these things, which of course is going to boil over into other areas of your life. But I've just been like so hesitant to make any kind of a claim that having better sex is going to help you make more money. So I'm very curious if I work with her, this new coach that I'm considering, if I'm going to be able to figure out that piece of my messaging, and I just think it's going to be very interesting. She is teaching one of my Tantra seminars too that I'm going to in Mexico. So it'll be good. I'll get to know her really well. So it's big when you're looking at making a big investment in yourself. There's like a lot of different emotions to overcome, and I think this is one thing that I've been really sensitive to when I've offered people coaching as a service, because it's like, I understand it's a big investment sometimes. It can be a big stretch. You don't know if it's going to work. You don't know if you're going to like it. And I've paid for programs, so I've gotten that. I had that personal coach. And then I've been in programs where I got coaching as a group. And, it's not bad. Getting coaching as a group is a different experience. But you don't know if you're going to like it. I mean, I've done plenty of programs where I paid for the whole thing, and then I was just like, this doesn't feel good. It's not for me. I'm out. And then I have to like rationalize and justify, I paid for that knowledge of what I don't want. I paid for that contrast of knowing what wouldn't work for me. Oh my gosh, I have to take this call. Wow, look at that. I got to resume the broadcast. I guess that's one of the drawbacks from doing this from your phone. Anyways, that was my surgeon's office. It's just like, I mean, if you've been watching, and it's totally off topic, I got the breast implants removed, and they did all this testing, and they did finally find cancer. Now I have to go through all the hoops. I am going to get some money, some compensation from the people who made the implants. But it's a lot of paperwork and a lot of hoops, and I do not love paperwork. That is not my strong suit, for sure. So anyways, yeah, in the midst of all this, I'm working on that, because we are complicated human beings, and we get to be multidimensional. Anyways, I don't know, those are my experiences with coaching, and I really liked the lady I spoke with today. I really liked the way she spoke. I really liked the way she looked at things. I would really like to adopt some of that. And I mentioned yesterday briefly about something I learned called learned helplessness. And I want to say, like, last year I was kind of suffering from that. So learned helplessness is when you don't think that anything you do will change the outcome. So in like getting a job, let's say getting a job, no matter how you dress, what your qualifications are, anything, you don't think that's going to matter or affect whether you get the job or not. And this is, very timely. A lot of people are looking for work and having a hard time getting a job. So then you get learned helplessness, and then you basically stop trying. And I got to that point last year with my coaching business, because it just felt like I've been trying so long to make money with it, and everything I was trying wasn't working. And it was only through being in some different Facebook groups I'm in now, where there are coaches who are making money, that I'm like, okay, well, why not me? So I'm having, in my textbook, it actually talks about unlearning the helplessness. And I feel like that's the process that I'm in right now, is unlearning my helplessness. So it's a big step. It's scary. It's scary to have hope, and then and not know if it'll work, and not know if you're going to be disappointed again. And I can imagine that's how people feel when they consider working with me. That you want to try something new, but you've tried so many things and nothing can work. So it's like, well, how can you get up the motivation and the positive mindset in order to try another damn thing when nothing's working? Well, that's the learned helplessness showing. So, you know, it's just one of those things. You have to really get clear about what you want and what you really desire, and be open-minded. And then that's where the growth mindset comes in, where you start to put value on the hard work, put value on the incremental progress, put value on moving toward the thing even if you don't actually get the thing. And that's where I'm working on being back at that spot, so that I can work toward what I want. And yeah, maybe working with her, maybe I won't. I don't know if I will manifest the kind of business that I want. Maybe I will. But I know whatever happens, I will learn and I will move toward it. And if I give it my best shot, then that's all I can do. So that's kind of my mindset as a teacher, and I need to have that mindset as a student as well. So I just wanted to share about that, because sometimes I see these people going through getting these high dollar coaches or being high dollar coaches themselves, and it's just like, I can't even relate. I can't understand what they must be going through in their mind. It's just, it looks from the outside, it looks so easy. And I wanted to just let you know, like, it's not. There's a lot of deliberation going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of trying to pick the best thing to do. You want to do the right thing and the best thing for all people involved, and yourself, number one. I think that's one of my big things. I have to do the best thing for me. And yes, I have to consider how it's going to affect the rest of my family and things like that. But I really, really need to do the best thing for me. And, you know, it's like, have you ever heard the phrase, happy wife, happy life? It's kind of like that. Like, if the head of the household's happy, then the rest of the household is happy. So it's like, it does all come down to how you feel about something. And that's something that I have to look at within myself. Am I thinking about this decision from a place of fear or a place of love? Am I looking at it from a place of expansion or a place of protecting what I have so I don't lose what I have? And those are some really good questions that I need to keep top of mind as I'm considering these things. So there you go. I hope you are having a fabulous day. I'm about to go in and get changed to talk to some friends on Zoom, and then go out to dinner over at my friend's house for some dinner. And yay, I'm really happy about that. I love being with people. I'm so grateful that that's happening. All right, make it a sexy day.